Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. My buddies Ricky and Scott are joining me for today's show. And we have a good time with a topic that I got from Sports Talk Radio and modified it to our Disney conversation today. And we dive into different lands around Walt Disney World and give a Best Supporting Attraction Award to different experiences around property. You got your e-ticket attractions, of course, your Space Mountains, your Expedition Everest, your Spaceship Earths. You know, they do the big work when it comes to property to get everybody in there. But what are those small attractions within a land that if you took them away, the land just wouldn't be the same? Where are we going to give those awards, and where would you give your awards around property? See if you agree with us, and then carry on the conversation over in the clubhouse or Sunday night for the live call-in show. Don't forget, today's podcast brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You're the all-stars that keep the show on the air. So thank you so very much to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Welcome to episode 2797 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from beourguestpodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for an awesome weekend as we sneak up here on Thanksgiving here in the States. And I don't know if we said it, but happy Thanksgiving to our friends up in Canada a few weeks ago. Gosh, you guys had it early, and hope you had a good one. We appreciate you guys so very much.
And happy Veterans Day too. That was this week as well.
Yeah, we said that on Monday. You guys aren't on the Monday show, but yes, we did say that. And always happy Veterans Day to our vets. I'm sporting the Veterans Day.
Happy thanks to the veterans.
Yeah,
absolutely. Happy thanks to the veterans.
Yeah,
yes.
Happy thanks Veterans Day. Yes, I'm sporting my Veterans Day stuff all day today. Here, of course, 99% of our audience doesn't see the video. That's the whole. Again, youtube.com/beourguestpodcast. You guys always talk about your video. We have video too. I mean, but I always tell my wife, nobody wants to see my face. Like, that's why we do audio. We just do video because it's easier to record the audio this way. But if you ever want to see the stuff we talk about before we hit record, there's a lot more to the the If you just go to youtube.com.
And I have a prop for today. So
yeah,
99% of you are missing out on the prop.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, there is a little pre-show and post-show that you don't hear on the audio feed. So if you want to check that out, there are props. You get to see me drink my Coke Zeros in between, while everybody else is talking. I mean, there's little stuff. Not much, but come on over. All right. Anyway, we're going to have a good time today with I think it's going to be a fun show. I got the idea from a Dan Patrick sports radio commercial that it just keeps playing and playing on Sirius XM. So we'll see how this goes. Scotty G, must-see adventures in the house, getting ready for a big weekend. Scott, what's on the agenda for this weekend? What you got going on?
Hopefully some relaxation because like last weekend
you're not going to go down to East Lansing and hit the clubs this weekend, huh?
That is not on the itinerary, but Mike, you never know.
Sure, like your boy might pop back in.
If you showed up, like I will take you to the East Lansing clubs.
I promise I'm not going to ask you to do that.
No, hopefully just some video editing, thinking about getting caught up on work because I'm going to be missing like the week of Thanksgiving, so I want to make sure work is in a good spot and all that. So kind of like a lame weekend, but much needed before you go for travel the next week after. So
yeah, those weekends sound good though. I mean, I love.
I mean, that's how it looks right now.
That's true. That
people know we record this a little early, true. So you never know what might change.
Best laid plans never happen. I know. Like I love going to Mizzou games, but man, I hate that this game's a late kick. It's a late kick too. Like Friday, Saturday night game. I used to get so hyped for the late kick. Now, because they announced the kick times 2 weeks ahead of time, and when I see like, oh, we got the late kick, I'm like, I used to get so hyped for that. Now I'm like, oh, Why couldn't we get the mid-afternoon game?
Oh,
Because we live 2 hours from the, it's
I know.
it's
You used to stay
brutal.
overnight, I feel like, back in the day.
We did. We should. We're not. We're gonna drive.
A dog will do that to you. Having a dog will make you change.
That is true. That is true. And I love that dog. That dog, yeah. Riley's my. She sits on the other side of the door right now and just listens to our podcast. She only gets to hear one. She only gets to hear.
She listens to it more than Pam does.
100%. I mean, but the thing is, she's gonna hear you guys. That was super loud. Sorry about that. Just blasted you.
Hello, happy Friday.
Exactly, because of the dong. The dong's recorded lower. Okay, the Taco Bell dong. Anyway,
we have another wonderful guest.
Yes, we do. Let's get this going. Ricky's here.
Do I get to join in?
Yes,
I don't know.
At DisneyWorldAfterAll.com, mouseforless.com. What's up, Ricky? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Am I here? Do I exist?
That's why, because I got to get that level, because I got to keep moving the slider on that. Yes, go ahead.
You're here. You exist.
I am below you guys, right? Okay,
yes, I mean, you got your whole section there. There you go.
Right,
like
cool.
the Hollywood Square. You're like the middle square. Yeah.
This is like Hollywood Squares.
Kind of.
I'll take O for the block.
Yeah, exactly. Ricky for the Cats game. Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't know. All right, so let's jump in because we've already taken 10 minutes. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna give Ricky the first pick here.
Oh.
So let me explain what we're doing here. So I kept hearing this commercial for like ever. In the Dan Patrick Show, basically was talking in sport. I listen to sports radio all the time, and he kept talking about how in the Heisman race, it's always a quarterback's award because it's supposed to go to like the most outstanding college football player every year, right? And rarely does somebody win it over the past few years other than a quarterback because obviously they're kind of the center of attention. But sometimes, Desmond Howard has won the Heisman. He was not a quarterback. Reggie Bush has won. Got in trouble later. He was not a quarterback.
Hey, he got it back.
He did get it back. I mean, time heals all wounds. But mostly lately, it's been a quarterback award. People that are nominated for the Heisman. So he was just having this debate on his radio. It was just a promo. I don't even listen to his show. I have no idea what he said on his show, but the commercial plays incessantly. So I was thinking, oh man, this is a great idea because at Walt Disney World, you have all the lands have their Big E tickets, but that isn't really what makes a land. Like, I mean, on a football team, yeah, you got to have a quarterback, but I mean, the quarterback isn't what makes a football team. I mean, that's important. I mean, Mizzou knows that. Our guy broke his ankle. He didn't break his ankle, but he's out because of a hurt ankle. Got a starting freshman quarterback now, and A&M whooped us. So you got to have these other supporting folks around that make the land or make the team. So I thought we'd go land by land and talk about, like, if you're jumping into Tomorrowland or, you're in Asia at Animal Kingdom or in, say, just take Japan in World Showcase or, a part of the Galaxy's Edge in the studios. Take out, we're not talking about Smuggler's Run, but what's something, a small attraction that makes that land sing that doesn't get the credit, but man, it wins the award for being the best supporting attraction. So something that jumps out is just not getting the credit, but it needs kind of a little award for being the best supporting attraction. So Ricky, give us a land and give us the best supporting attraction. So kick us off here.
All right. Well, you mentioned the first one I'm gonna kick us off with, and that's Tomorrowland. Because, that is just one of the quintessential, when you think of Walt Disney World, you think of Tomorrowland. And of course, you're going to think of Space Mountain. That's what you think of when you think of Tomorrowland. That's the quarterback right there. But for me, my best supporting attraction, and I think this is going to be the best supporting attraction for a lot of people, and that's going to be the Tomorrowland People Mover. I think that's just, I mean, honestly, the TTA it's such a classic. It's not one that for most people, you're not going to Walt Disney World for, but it's quintessential in the fact that you get to ride the People Mover, you get to experience all the other attractions in the land by riding this attraction. It's got such a classic like audio to it. It's a perfect overview attraction. And I wish more lands had these kind of overview attractions for people, because I think that would be so cool to be able to, see what all the other lands have. But the fact that the People Mover even exists is so huge. So I mean, that right there, I think is if you could give a Heisman for a supporting attraction, I feel like that would be one of the attractions that you would do it for, because it's so classic Disney and such a great attraction.
I would agree with that. I mean, if I was going to give one to Tomorrowland, Scott, what do you feel for Tomorrowland? Would you go with that? I would. I mean, it's
No, I was
close.
actually gonna go with something else
yeah.
just to be different, because
Okay.
that's what I do. Because I mean, yeah, like I totally hear what Ricky's saying, but I almost feel like that's almost like the main attraction sometimes these days.
And
Like at least in
sometimes
our
these days,
community,
yeah, exactly.
in our community. But let me get the going with accepting the
Ah,
award.
you got the Oscar, the Mickey,
Stop!
the Golden Mickey, my favorite show.
Yeah, accepting the Golden Mickey for Tomorrowland from the Scotty G World has got to be the Carousel of Progress.
That's a good call
for
too.
me.
Oh,
Because like, man, you could just sit in that theater, and you always say this,
Yeah.
Mike. It's like you're almost like talking to Waltz. You feel like
Mhm.
sometimes.
I do feel like
with-
that's
with
Walt
And
John.
talking
soon
to
you
me.
will be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I
Oh
didn't
my
think about
gosh,
that.
I forgot about that.
Soon you're gonna be talking
Yeah.
to Walt. Yeah.
But I love old time like music and stuff, and like you hear some like great like 30s, 40s jazz in that show. That just like in the Halloween scene, I just love the background loop there. I used to listen to it all the time on Magical Mouse
yep.
Radio, all the time. It always came on during lunch too, and
Yep.
it just got me so excited like when I would hear that. But 20 minutes, you sit in the theater, you go around, it's classic Disney, so that would be my best supporting attraction tomorrow.
I think this makes you Ensign Benson with that Golden Mickey there. By the way,
Yeah.
for people that are old time Disney Cruise Line sailors, there you just see the blue jumpsuit. You know what? I'm gonna go
Does
deep.
Bob Iger still show up on that?
Maybe I don't. I think he does. I'm gonna go deep here. Okay, since we're gonna let's all give one for Tomorrowland, since those are kind of what we're doing here, real quick. I'm gonna go even deeper than you guys. I'm giving the best supporting attraction to the Tomorrowland palm trees.
Nice.
You take them out of
Ooh, that is
Tomorrowland, it is
deep,
no
yes.
longer Tomorrowland, and they're
Right.
just, dude. If they're gone, forget it.
I agree with you.
I
If
love
they ever
those
take
palm
out, we
trees.
riot.
I love those palm trees. They're
love
so
them too.
Tomorrowland.
Me
They're the
too.
bomb.
My family dislikes Tomorrowland for some reason, and they do not like the palm trees. I think they're fantastic.
Oh, I
Wait,
love
wait,
those
wait, wait,
things.
wait, wait, wait. They don't like the palm trees. How?
No, they just don't care for Tomorrowland in general, really.
Well, it's time to disown them. It's fine. It's good. It's all good.
Scotty G, give us a land and a supporting attraction.
All right, I was gonna stick with the Magic Kingdom. Kind of easy, right, to do. I was gonna hop over and on the other side over to Adventureland, and there's some good things there. You got some heavy hitters like a Jungle Cruise, like a Pirates of the Caribbean. So those are some big attractions. But I have always been a fan, and I can't even think the name of it right now. But it's like the Jack Sparrow like treasure game that you do.
That's exactly what I was gonna think you were gonna say. As soon as you started talking, I was like,
So,
"That's where it's going."
Accepting the best supporting attraction for
I love
Tomorrowland
this.
is
I love this.
I'll get the name right. I'll fire up the Google here in a second. But you guys know what I'm talking about. You get your treasure map.
Is that
and
even still there?
Yes, it's still there.
Yes.
Because I did that back in the day. Because it
that.
had like there's a cannon component to it, right? I remember like there was
There's
like some
all
cannon
sorts of
thing.
things. Like someone jumps out of the water, kind of like over by the Jungle Cruise, and then like in the shop, there's like a parrot in like a cage or whatever.
I did
like,
that. I
you
remember
go
that thing
all
was
over the
cool.
place, and like then Jack Sparrow like talks to you, like, "Well, good job there, matey. Now you got to move on to the next part of your
Yes.
adventure." Like it's so cool. Like we've always had a lot of fun doing that game. On a day where like the lines are busy for all the attractions in Adventureland, just hop over there, get your map, and just get you all over the land. I think it's so much fun.
I feel like I've done that in 10 years, and I swear I thought it was gone because
Oh, I mean, it's
love
been a
that
long time
thing.
since I've done it too, but
Yeah.
it's definitely still there. Because when I went to Beacon Barrel, I went to record over by one of the areas where they like do some of the pieces of the story for that game, and yeah, there were definitely people like who had their maps and they were doing
Called the Pirates Adventure is what
Pirates
it's called.
Adventure. Yeah, they were definitely doing the Pirates Adventure. Yeah.
And that place used to be back in the day a ticket booth where you bought your like your A, B, C, D, and E tickets.
And at the
Little
time of
Disney
recording, it was open from noon to 6 p.m. today.
Yeah, it's got a limited window.
Yeah. Because they
but-
got to have a cast member to
Yeah,
give
they gotta
you
have
like,
cast
because you got to scan your Magic Band or your Park Media. Because it's smart because they don't want everyone going to the same locations at the same time. So that's
True.
why you got to scan in. You got to get a certain map so that Mike is going over to Jungle
That's
Cruise.
true.
Ricky's going over to the Tiki Birds or whatever it is. It kind of like gets you all over the place so that not everyone's playing the same exact timeline at the same time.
You know
It's
what
so-
it is?
glorious.
It's kind of like a remnant of Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom back in the
It
day.
is.
Yes, it is. It's like a smaller version, kind of. I feel like.
Yeah.
And that was so popular. God, yeah, man, I totally forgot about it. That's so good. And you know what? I bet you this is why I love doing these kind of shows. They're kind of corny and dumb, but like I totally forgot that was even a thing. Like I want to do that again. Like I might do that over Marathon Weekend. I'll just pick up that map and go around by myself and just because it is fun. I mean, it's something to do, and that's one of those things like you could do that, and it doesn't like you don't have to wait in a line. It's more active.
No.
And kids
Yeah.
would eat this up.
And it gets you all over the area.
It does, and you have to
It's great.
explore.
That's
and
why
yeah.
it's the best supporting actor because it gets
is.
you all through
Mhm.
Adventureland.
Oh, that is cool.
Agreed.
Oh, June's asking, do you still get a Pirate's Fast Pass?
Ooh.
That I don't
complete
know
it.
because I haven't done it in a long time.
I haven't either.
I
Like,
still love
wait,
it,
what? You get a pass?
You know what? I might have to do that on an upcoming trip here soon.
Yeah.
This is getting better and better. Oh, do you go if you finish it? Do you get to go over to Beacon Barrel and get a margarita? What was that called? What did you call it?
Oh, the high seas margarita or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But when I
margarita.
ordered that the first time, I said yes, I'll like the seas margarita, and he was like, "What was that drink again? Like, come on now, think
You
about
made
how
you go
you
for it, huh?
And then we just had fun with it. I'm gonna have a lot of video about that once I finally share it. But yeah, I wonder if there's a new spot in there. That'd be kind of cool,
That
actually.
would be
Well,
fun.
actually, it can't be in there because they don't let everyone in there.
That's true. It's hard to get in there. You'd have to complete it like walking, doing a handstand or something. All right, so mine, I'm going to give my best supporting attraction in Adventureland for the sake of nostalgia, which is kind of my thing, to the Swiss Family Treehouse.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow.
Because it's a relic of days gone by, and it's been there. It's done its duty. You know, it stands the test of time. It's not doing much. You know, there's really no moving parts to it other than the thing that does the water. But it's also a good place. You know, if you need to get your steps on your Apple Watch, good thing to get your stairs in. And
Yeah, you just need to get more steps on.
100%. Well, I mean, if you gotta get your your flights of stairs, you can do that. It's a great place to take pictures. I do like taking pictures up there, like shooting out towards the castle. Those are great pictures, especially like at sunset. That's basically why I go up there. But it's one of those things. It just reminds me of like days gone by. You know, there's not many more attractions like that, and obviously you never have to wait in a line. But I mean, 90% of the time, I'm just like I don't need to climb 70 feet into the. I do it at Disneyland though. I don't know why, because Disneyland just got the redo.
I like theirs better. Whoa, that came out. I like theirs better.
I think I do too. There's
I'm still
more
talking in that
exciting.
pirate voice, Mike.
Arr. I do too. I like Disneyland's better too. But I do enjoy when I go up there. But it's one of those things like, are you dragging your carcass like out of Adventureland to try to get back to your hotel and you're just wore out? But I guess it depends like when it catches, like when you pass it, do I want to do all that? Because it's a lot of effort, but I am going to give big word to that. Ricky, what about Adventureland? What would you give it to?
So I'm going to give it to something that probably not a lot of people would think about, but it's something you pass every single time. Maybe try to avoid, but you definitely pass it. And that's going to be the Leaky Tikis in Adventureland.
Oh, that's a good one. When you said leaky,
Thank
I was a little
you.
worried. That got me a little worried when you're going
Yes,
leaky. Yeah.
yes. Leaky Tikis. They're the giant totem poles
Nice.
that squirt water a lot of times. They're great on a hot day if you just need to get a little bit of refreshing water, mist, whatever. They do have some mist as well. It depends on, the time of day and things like that. But the Leaky Tikis, they're definitely not something that people are planning a trip around. But man, they you just watch as little kids just run around trying to avoid getting soaked or trying to absolutely get soaked. And it's so much fun. It's such a great little side adventure in Adventureland.
I had no idea that's what they were called. That they had
They're
names.
called
me
Leaky
neither.
Tikis.
Leaky Tikis. That's more fun.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Either that or I just made that up, and now that's what we're gonna call them. So
Well, we're going with Leaky. We're definitely going with Leaky Tikis for
I'm
now.
pretty sure that's their official name, but maybe I made it up.
I like Leaky. Yeah. And June says, "Can't believe nobody picked the Tiki Birds. The Tiki Birds were gonna be. It was between Tiki Birds and Swiss Family Treehouse, but I thought Tiki Birds was more e-ticket
I did too.
because of the history of Walt. Like I thought that was, That was a little bit more like towards e-ticket, like because it's
I
more
agree.
like
It's the icon. It's
yeah.
the weenie, as they would say, of the
Yeah,
land.
so that is why.
Between
Just
that
so
and
Gene
Pirates,
knows.
yeah.
I was in Jungle Cruise. That's why I kind of threw those three out in my mind. But yeah, that was on there. Okay, so my pick. We're going to now. We're just gonna. I can never remember the new Epcot names. I'm brain dead on those. We're going the old Future World.
Okay. Wait, we have to pick one out of Future World?
Well, I mean, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe we'll go twice. I don't know.
Just
Okay.
go half the
What
park.
are we
That's
doing
fine,
here?
yeah.
What do we do? Well, okay. What do we want to do then?
No, go ahead.
No, I like
Okay,
it.
let's go that side.
Which
But there's
side?
nothing on the other side at this point. I mean, other Mission Space and Guardians.
No, Test Track is open. Well, okay, yeah. Okay.
There's not much really to go with over there.
No,
that
I
be
don't-
like
yeah,
a
you're right.
supporting
Okay.
actor. I mean,
All right, go
is
with
Mission
the entire
Space going to be a
World Showcase. It's
is
fine.
Mission?
Or Future World. Go with the
I mean,
entire
because we
Future
still
World.
have like Animal Kingdom in the studios and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't want to make the show super long. You know, we don't have to go like 7 hours. Okay, so we're gonna go there, and I'm gonna take Turtle Talk with Crush.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a great, but I don't do it very often. But man, it's still so fun. Like I think everybody walks out of there like laughing or like because everything's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like you walk out of there and like, oh, that kid was hilarious. You know how honest he was and how quick-witted Crush was or Squirt. Whoever interacts with the kids and the adults in the theater. It's an experience that's repeatable because you don't know what you're going to get. It's cool. It's small interactive thing, and again, it's one of those things that I think it was really hyped up a decade ago. Still going on, but I think a lot of people just skip it, and it kind of supports the of course, Living Seas whole thing. So I'm going.
I think it's great. I love it. We used to not be able to go as much because Emily just always had this fear of like having to talk during it or like having us like make sure she sits in the front and all that. We're like, no, you don't have to do that, And now that she's like an adult, right? Like, we go in there and have fun. But I like it more than I would say than the laugh floor too. In Magic Kingdom, I feel like I just laugh more in Turtle Talk because I think it's more fun to see kids getting embarrassed than like adults. I don't know why. It's just fun. It's cute, but it's weird when you go in there and it's like just 3 adults to Turtle Talk. I'll tell you, that's kind of weird standing in that line and like, oh, we're the only people that are going to this that don't have a kid with them. It's like a little different, but that's a great pick.
I think that's why I do go to laugh floor though more. Well, one because it's right on the like thoroughfare for Tomorrowland, right? And I'm like, I got 10 minutes. It's happening
Bigger
right
theater,
now.
too.
And that is it. And that I don't know why it's such dad humor. Like, but I do sweat it. Like
Both are great. I like them both.
I do like both of them a
you get
lot.
getting
I do,
supporting.
yeah, I do
actors.
like laugh floor too. Like, I mean, I don't mind being the main character in there, but I don't necessarily want to be like unless I'm with a bunch of friends. Especially if I just go in there like on a solo trip. I definitely don't want that spotlight on me. I don't need it if I'm. Now, if like I'm there with Pam and I want to embarrass her, like that's cool. But I don't need it if I'm by myself. Okay, Ricky, what about a whole chunk of Epcot? What are you going to go with?
The entirety of Epcot. No,
The whole
the chunk
world.
there.
What do you got?
Just that world. I'm gonna go with the new meet and greets with Mickey and Minnie and Goofy. I feel like again, it's not something that's talked about a lot. And they just opened up this whole area again. They used to have the meet and greets back when it was Innoventions and stuff like that. They had them there, and then they closed it. And then when they reopened everything, they brought back these meet and greets. And they're just in the middle of Epcot, and really nobody talks about the fact that you can meet these 3 characters in Epcot. I mean, it was a little more hidden back when it was just Mickey, and it was over in the Imagination Pavilion by the Shorts Theater. But now at least it's in the middle of Epcot, so it's a little bit easier to see. But I still feel like people just constantly walk right past it because it really is in the middle of Epcot and in that main thoroughfare. And you're trying to plan going, here, there, and everywhere, and you're just walking right past the meet and greet with Mickey and Minnie and them. And it's a great. If you really want to meet the characters, this is a great spot to do it with. I feel like the lines are not nearly. They get long. Don't get me wrong, and especially in the middle of the afternoon. But I feel like you can get away with it a little bit more here. Like, just the lines aren't nearly as long as they are at the other parks.
That's a good call. And again, a lot of people just miss it.
I feel like they do. Yeah.
And they're right there. All right, Scott, what do you got for a lot of choices here? What do you
A
got?
lot of choices. Got to go to Communicore Hall, right? Just kidding.
No, I was gonna say, dude, what are you
Yes,
I
good
was like,
job, good
you're-
job. Yeah.
we're dropping you.
I mean, I really wanted to go with the Figment restrooms, but I'm not going to do that because that really
See,
is
that would be a good
nice
one
supporting
too.
actor.
Yeah.
They are
But
good.
accepting the the sporting attraction award, it's got to be the Journey of Water, that Moana Journey of Water.
That is a good one. Yes.
I think it's really neat. Like we've done it a few times, and like you can breeze right through that thing, right? You can walk through it pretty quick, or you can kind of take your time. Like you kind of control your own time limit in there per
You
se,
do.
and you can just have a lot of fun. Like I see kids having a blast going back to your whatever you called them, the tikis from
The
the
leaky
last
tiki.
Leaky tikis.
like the leaky tikis of Epcot in a way, or Future
It
World.
kind of is, yeah.
But then you got the great topiary, you know, at the end. Sometimes there's a photo pass person there, so you can get like a nice family photo in there. But I just think it's cool. You learn a lot about water usage and like environmental things in there too. So it's kind of got some
Very
edutainment.
original Epcot-ish.
Yeah, so it's got
Yes.
the edutainment bit of Epcot, which I know the three of us absolutely love. So I just think it's pretty neat. I think it gets forgotten about a lot too. So I had to put that out there.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's a good one because it's new, you know, and it's
Yeah.
got the IP that people love. I mean, everybody loves Moana, and yeah,
Right.
it's a
It's
taste
kind
of
of
the
hard to
past.
find
but brand new.
sometimes.
It
honestly.
is. It's
Yeah.
so weird. How is it hard? I can't believe you just said that because that's exactly how I feel. Like I'm like, how is it hard to find, dude? It's right dead. I mean, honest to God, it's right in the middle of Epcot. Like, but
I know.
how can I not
But
find
it's
it?
kind of tricky to find.
I know, seriously. I think the same thing. I'm like, how? Like in my brain, I'm like, I know this is dead in the center of like the old Future World, but like, where is it? Like those
yeah.
walls were right here, like for real. I know it's here. All right, let's go. Let's go one more time around. This is kind of fun. Let's just, we could do this again some other show down the line. Okay, Ricky, give us another. What you got?
I think that we need to go with something at probably let's go with Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I think we should go with Galaxy's Edge. I feel like that's again, it's one of those things that we've talked about. I don't think it's any of our favorite land. They did a decent job with it. There's a lot of good to it, but I feel like it missed the mark a little bit on some things. And so one of the things that I think that they really hit the mark on though, and I think is something that they've done really well, are the character interactions that you have with the stormtroopers. I think that the fact that you can just walk right past them, they'll interact with you, they have a bunch of things that they can say, and they really it really harkens back to those old days of Epcot when there was the Streetmosphere. Although I have an interesting theory on why Streetmosphere is probably never coming back anymore. But it's just one of those things where I feel like this is the closest we're going to get to Streetmosphere ever coming back, and it's really just one of those great things that you can have a fun interaction that's totally unplanned with the Stormtroopers, and I love that. So we're gonna go with the Stormtroopers in Galaxy's Edge.
And I will say Rey and Chewie are amazing. Like
Yes.
I love their interactions with the kids, especially, and the Stormtroopers especially too. But Rey and Chewie and Galaxy's Edge, I love seeing them out. They're so
I think
cute.
they're good.
All right, what would you say for Galaxy's Edge, Scott? What would you give a supporting actor?
So the
Pop
supporting,
it up. There it is.
I'm not going to say attraction because it's not an attraction.
Experience.
But the Ronto wrap.
Ah,
Hey, there we go.
Yes.
I think that is a unique food item that I really
is.
enjoy, and I gotta admit I don't make it to Galaxy's Edge very often. It's not really my thing personally.
Yeah.
Yes, it's nicely themed and all that. I get confused a little bit. I know a lot of the Discord loves Galaxy's Edge, and I'm not gonna knock it because like I love that it's there, but it's just not 100% my thing. So I don't go in there very often. And I think I've only had like 2 Ronald wraps in my life. I got to change that soon.
Have you had
but-
you've had the breakfast one, right?
I don't think I've had the breakfast. one.
Oh, dude, there's some extra sauce on it that makes it even better.
Okay.
So
But I just love that area, right? The Ronto Roasters is cool. You got that like animatronic guy like in there. Yeah, like I love that whole theming in there. I mean, the Galaxy's Edge as a whole is themed like really great. Like that's what I really love the most about it. Kind of like what you were saying, Ricky, just kind of like being immersed
in it.
land.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the supporting role almost. But
Absolutely. Yeah.
you know me, I like to bring some humor in here, so I had to go with the Ronto wrap.
I like it.
It's super cool. It's delicious, and that's got to be my supporting role.
I like it.
God, I wish Taco Bell had Ronto wraps on the menu. It'd be so good.
They do not. No.
Oh, in a galaxy far, far away, the Taco Bells do. Let's see. So mine, I'm going to give to my supporting experience within Galaxy's Edge is it's not Smuggler's Run. It's the Millennium Falcon. It's the full scale Millennium Falcon experience. It's that when a grown man or woman who is maybe grown, this could be anybody, but mostly like my generation, Generation X, who grew up watching the original trilogy, had the Kenner toy, played with it for their entire life, and then they walk into Galaxy's Edge and they see that sucker when they come around the corner, full scale, and just their jaw drops. And then you get to get your picture in front of it with a lightsaber in your hand, and you're just like, oh my, and you get to walk under it. You're, you know, Chewie, get us out of here. You get to yell that. I mean, it's like, dude, that's every person's dream. So yeah, the best supporting actor attraction is just the Millennium Falcon sitting there.
I want to give a secondary just because it's something that's very costly, but that's the build your own lightsaber. If you have the means and you would like to do that, let me tell you, that has to be one of the coolest experiences I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm not a Star Wars fan, so like to have had that experience and actually got to build a lightsaber and watch it, you know, come to life in real life, that was really cool. But it's not necessarily something that everybody can do, which is why I didn't mention it at first. But I mean, you know, it's definitely a supporting attraction for sure if that's something that you're really into.
I'm not rich like Ricky. I can't.
No, I didn't pay for it either. We have wonderful listeners who are very nice and very generous.
I'm totally messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
And build the lightsaber for them. So
I'm just joking. Okay, Scott, give us one more land and bust out that statue.
If you guys want to expand on this, that's totally fair because it can be kind of tricky in Animal Kingdom Park.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I agree. Animal Kingdom's gonna be tough.
But I'm gonna do Africa, and if you guys want to pick another land in Animal Kingdom, that's fine. I'm kind of cheating here because I get to go first.
That's true.
So you got the safari. Kilimanjaro Safari is obviously the main headliner in Africa, but getting my supporting role in Africa are the performers. I love those Harambe performers in Africa. Like they make the land feel like authentic and like just super cool for me. You know, you're just walking through there and it gets crowded, right? You're there in the middle of the day, you're kind of by the Dawa bar and like you're just in that middle of the area. It can get hot, it can get busy, but when those performers come out there, like I stop what I'm doing and I always watch them because I don't know how they do it sometimes. It is like 120 degrees and they're out there dancing and like doing handstands, lifting each other up. Like they're doing like straight on gymnastics in the middle of Africa. And I am just blown away by it. Sometimes they had musicians out there too. We have a video of them like singing happy birthday to Emily one year on their birthday. Like it is just so entertaining. I just love that entertainment. So that is clearly my supporting role in Africa there.
They're athletes. Go ahead, Ricky.
They are. And to kind of go with that, I was going to say Viva Gaia, who actually performed in Discovery Island, but they are a fantastic band. If you've ever stopped to watch them, they do this Island Caribbean like feel to it. They've got the steel drums, which I adore steel drums. Like, you know, that's my favorite thing. I actually had a steel drum band at my wedding reception. Like that tells you how much I love steel drums.
See, she's a baller, dude. She's making light.
It was actually
a steel drum band.
Are those like the Tom drummers or whatever, or like they're
No, there's Viva Gaia. They actually perform. They have a stage it's right across from Flame Tree Barbecue. So,
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, they're really
magnificent.
Really good. They're so fantastic. Yeah. So, but my steel drum band was from Mizzou. So there you go.
That's my gosh.
Yeah. Who knew Mizzou had a steel drum band? But they did, and they played at my wedding reception. So, but yeah, I think that like all the performers at Disney's Animal Kingdom, they all do such an amazing job, and they have such unique performers that perform there because they bring in their culture, and I feel like that's a really, really important thing, especially at Animal Kingdom. So
speaking of Mizzou's band, real quick, this is totally off topic, but they had a robot direct the band halftime show this past Saturday. Look it up on social media, dude. It's about a 3-foot robot with like a glowing blue face. It was like a rope light, and it had on the marching Mizzou uniform. It was the most terrifying thing I ever saw in my life. Like, and you know, my seats are right there, like at the 50.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, I could not take my eyes off it the whole performance because like
No.
on this little mini stage, I think I had a nightmare about it Saturday
No, I'm
night when
good.
I got home. You look it up on social media, dude. It is the most terrifying thing
No,
in the history.
I don't want
I
to.
think it's like a Boston Dynamics thing. It was because first I couldn't tell if it was like a person in a suit, but it was a robot. I'm pretty sure. I know it was a robot because they did a post about it.
No.
Just look up Mizzou on Facebook or wherever. But it was the scariest thing ever. Like, but it directed the band and like the Golden Girls and everything. But it was, oh my God, it was terrifying. But it didn't have a face. It just had a rope light around its head. Oh my God. Yeah. So marching Mizzou did me dirty on Saturday. Anyway, so I'm going back to our topic just so if you ever want nightmare fuel, look it up. It was scary. I
No.
could not take because Pam went to the bathroom at halftime. I'm like, Pam, you missed it, dude. For like 5 songs, this robot was directing the band, and I couldn't take my eyes off it. And I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. It was the scariest thing I ever saw. It's like all these kids, you're terrorizing kids. Anyway, they should not do that without a warning. What were we talking about? Oh, Animal Kingdom.
Africa.
Yes, Tusker House is the restaurant. It's dude. Nobody talks about Tusker House. One of the
True story,
greatest,
they
one of
do
the
not.
greatest character meals ever. You can get an ADR there whenever you want. It's got great. It's a buffet, but it's got more exotic foods. It's got the staples, but it's also got some more exciting stuff. You want to try some more adventurous foods, and the characters are in cool outfits.
Characters are great costumes.
Yeah.
Get that jungle juice too at breakfast time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ponga.
Yeah.
Ponga was it Ponga. What's it called?
Pog.
It's like the pog juice they have everywhere. I think they call it jungle juice. there,
Jungle
though,
juice,
or-
yeah, it's good. Yeah, so I'm giving. I've already used up my time on the terror robot.
Fine.
So there you go. All right, Ricky, what you got?
I'm gonna go just a little bit over. So I'm gonna go into that Discovery Island area, and I'm gonna do the Tree of Life Awakenings.
Good
This
call.
is something that you don't get to see very often because most of the time the park is closed before it gets dark. However, this time of year you actually get to see the Tree of Life Awakening, and it's this really great projection show that takes place on the Tree of Life. In the wintertime holidays, they have this special show for the holiday season with like there's one with polar bears and stuff like that. It's a really cute show. Really love it. Again, it's just the things that they can do with projection mapping is so fantastic. And the fact that it's on the Tree of Life, it's so beautiful. So if you've never been able to catch it because Animal Kingdom closes so early, and you are there this time of year when it gets dark early, make sure you try to catch the Tree of Life Awakening because it is really, really stunningly beautiful. And it's a great story.
Good call. Okay, I'm trying to figure out because I'm going to go last one here. Should we go Fantasyland or should we go World Showcase? Let's go Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom.
All right. Good call.
Okay, so I will pick Fantasyland, best supporting attraction, best supporting experience. I'll take the obvious one. I'm just going to knock it out. I guess you got to take the tangled restrooms, right? I mean, they're.
What about the hunting for Pascal? I mean, you know.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I was leaving that one for somebody.
Oh, okay. Well, then
That's
there you
not
go. That's
the,
mine.
the bathrooms. I mean, because they support your bladder. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's good to have a restroom there to support you. But they're cool. I mean, they're the coolest things ever. But they're kind of like over designed.
I mean, Emily did a senior photo session, right?
that's nuts. Like, they many people do photo shoots there in front of restrooms. So I'm gonna go with the tangled restrooms for the supporting attraction experience in Fantasyland. All right, Scott, go with. So what are you gonna do?
Easy one for me. Might be one of the best attractions at Magic Kingdom. It's Mickey's Philhar Magic.
That's
I
a
just-
good one.
Good.
Yeah.
It is. So many people just walk by it, and it like saddens me. Like, it is a great theater show. You hear great music, great animation. You got some cool effects in there, and this is an attraction that they've updated recently, and they didn't remove something from it. They didn't
Yes.
shorten it. They
you.
added
They
to it.
did
added
add
the
to it.
I mean, a very rare thing you see with the Walt Disney Company these days, adding to making an attraction longer. Like that just made me even more happy. Like when they announced that a couple years ago, they're adding the Coco scene, which I love Coco. I was like, oh, that's great, but like, dang, they're probably gonna take the Peter Pan scene out now, or what are they gonna do to modify it? They didn't. They made it better. So highly recommend that. You can't spend a day at Magic Kingdom and not do Philhar Magic. Oh my God, so great.
Pam actually says that's like her favorite thing at Magic Kingdom. Can you believe that? Like
Pam
it
is
always
right.
has been. Yeah, she loves Philhar Magic.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's
I
good.
struggle. To
I
stay
remember the
awake.
first time we did it. We were just kind of walking by, not knowing anything because we didn't know anything about Walt Disney World. And this cast member was like, "You want to see a cool show?" I'm like, "Maybe." Like
Okay.
there's nobody here. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, "Do you like good music, do you like the way he just like was all into it? Come on in, you're gonna love this. And then I went in, I was like, oh my god, this is unbelievable. Like Emily's singing the songs, I'm singing the songs, and it was like late at night, like there might have been like 25 people in the theater. It was very
Yeah,
small.
because it's always dead at night for sure.
Yeah, and then I came out and I saw the cast member, like, oh my gosh, you were so right. This is the best thing ever.
You didn't lie to me. Yeah, when you see your kid like reach out to get the jewels during the Little Mermaid, it's like the best.
It's guaranteed every time. It's gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't see what someone doing, I'll make sure I do it. Like,
Exactly.
it,
I
right?
know it's the best. It's so good.
Or
I'm
the yelling
so
of
darn good.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Like you always hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I will say the just can't wait to be king scene is kind of trippy, man. It gets like
It is.
wild.
You're 100%. See, that's
It was like Simba, and they had like the water like
I
around
know,
his
dude.
face and all that.
We-
I forgot to announce that. This.
Oh, yeah, dude,
there
hold
you
up-
go.
hold up
That's
the
just
statue.
it, Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
getting
like
the golden Mickey was full our magic.
yeah, dude. We used to have Pink Floyd in our planetarium. It was kind of the same experience on Saturday nights. Okay, Ricky, go ahead. What do you
I'd
got?
like to do that.
All right. So
Dark Side of the Moon.
my last one is I think we have to go with a classic, and I think we have to go with Prince the Regal Carousel, the Prince Charming's Regal
Good call.
Carousel. It's one of those things that you see it, you walk past it, it's beautiful, especially at night. And you always think, oh, I should get on the carousel, and then you just keep walking past.
I know. It's like, why am I not doing the carousel?
But the music is so great for the carousel. It's got such great melodies. The horses are innately carved and gorgeous. If you're afraid of the horses, they do have some seating that you can do, or if you need the seating, you can use that as well. Which is also the chariot. Those chariots are beautifully ornate as well. And I have to admit, so I rode the carousel not that long ago with Lucy, because again I hadn't ridden it in a while, and I rode it and I sat her up on the carousel horse, and I was like, this is a little higher than I thought it would be.
They are pretty high, and it's pretty fast.
It's very fast, and so it kind of scared me a little. I was like, we're putting children on this. Okay, cool. So, I'm putting my 2-year-old
Pretty
on this
good.
horse that goes up and down really fast and goes round and round. But it was so much. It's such a great attraction, though. It is classic, quintessential Disney. Again, it's one of those things of what you think of when you think of Walt Disney World, because that's what they always show in all the ads and things like that is kids riding on the carousel. And so, I mean, that is one of the classic Fantasyland attractions. And so I feel like I would be remiss if we did not mention the carousel here. It was one of Walt's kind of favorite things.
Yep.
So we have to mention the carousel.
And you can get Cinderella's horse. It's got the thing on the tail, the little ribbon. That's Cinderella's horse. Are people scared of horses? I didn't know that, but maybe they are.
Yeah, there are people that are scared of horses.
Really?
Yeah.
And then Vern and Jason say Fantasyland has so many good ones. Pulling the sword from the stone. I mean, if you want to
Yes.
pretend like you're in Full House, I think that was the show. The Gastons meet
the
and greet.
last time we attempted to pull the sword from the stone, Brian did it.
Shut up.
Brian
Now
pulled the
see,
sword
you're
from
not
the stone.
okay. Lightsaber, the steel drum band. Now you're just. What are you flexing today? What's your
Rubbing it in.
problem? What's your problem?
You know what? I was not ready. Like, I really wasn't thinking that it was going to happen. It was dark. It was nighttime. Like, it was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. And so I wasn't even thinking about having my camera ready. And all of a sudden he pulled the sword from the stone. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
I mean, for
There's
people that
no
haven't seen Brian,
photographic proof of it.
Brian is ripped. He looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he probably broke the thing. I mean,
But I'm so mad. Like, I don't have video or photographic proof, but he absolutely pulled the sword from the stone. So
and I
That's
love
right.
this.
I'm married to a real strong man
exactly.
right there. Woo!
And June does say, I have photos of my daughter across the years on all the Disney carousels. Every park has one, and it was an inspiration for Walt to create the parks. I love that. That is so
That's
cool.
true.
And look at that. There's that's during our Dopey Challenge full. I
Yes.
don't know. It was one of the races.
That was the
love
full
it.
marathon.
The full because
I love
it
it.
was cold that day. We tried. We're not Brian. We couldn't get it out.
You're not
But
Brian. Sorry.
We tried. There's 3 of us.
I know,
trying
tugging.
that
I mean, we're trying to get that thing. Yeah, if you're not, youtube.com/BRGuestPodcast.
You
there's a
knew it
photo
was
there.
cold. We're all wearing leggings.
Yeah.
And we finished the 26.2 miles with all that stuff still on. Like I had
know.
on the ski mask thing even
Yeah.
still. It was
That was a cold one.
freezing that year. Oh my gosh. That was the year you got you broke your, you got a not a shin splint, but you had a stress fracture.
It was either that or the next year, because both of those were
Was
cold.
that- yeah, 'cause-
17 and 18 were both cold.
Yeah, because I was like, just put some biofreeze on it. You'll be fine. And then you're like, dude, you were in a boot the next day. I was like, oh, my bad.
I was.
I was like, sorry, dude. I shouldn't have been so mean. And I was arguing with Paige. It was great times. You got to do a marathon sometime. Okay, well, that was fun. So we're going to continue this on Sunday night. You want to give a supporting attraction award around Walt Disney World? Let's do that on Sunday night, or come over to the clubhouse, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. We have fun talking about these things over there. But time to cut you loose for the weekend. Don't forget, the show's always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use that Amazon affiliate link as you do that shopping as we get into the holiday season. That really does help support us. Easiest way. Just bookmark it. beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Put that on your toolbar. Click through it anytime you do that shopping. It takes you right back to Amazon, and we get a little commission on those purchases. You pay the same, and it's a win-win for everybody. So again, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And again, you can become a patron of the show. It's just $5 a month. It's like a cup of coffee a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. You can support us over there at patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Thanks to everybody who does that. It means a lot to the show. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at BeOurGuestMike on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT, same places. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs, RIKKINIBS. You need to follow Scott over on YouTube. Must See Adventures. That's where you follow him. Got great stuff coming. I think he's got his Lincoln video coming up this week, so check that out. Lincoln, Nebraska. Ricky's got her channel at DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. All the latest Disney content. That's where you got to follow there. DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. We have the live show Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. The clubhouse is going strong. You need to be there. beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. And I think that's everything. That's a lot. But we'll be there Sunday night for the live call-in show. Hope you will too. All right, we're going to jump out of here and wish you a great weekend. So until we get back together again on Sunday, you guys have a great one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.